Hello, how's it going? Right. Welcome to January 2015. Gone into a new month and a new year, which only happens once a year. Didn't think that one through. But yes, we're in week 23 now. We're getting very close. I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is a little bit croaky because it needs to either clear my throat or something like that, or have a cup of tea when it's cooled down. That's probably the best one to do. Anyway, I said here last year, but it's last week. So what videos did we have last week? Let's get them out of the way first while my cup of tea is cooling down. So we had a cup of tea in the podcast, episode 22, 29th of the 12th, 2014. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 45, Expecto Betotus. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 40, Grubs Up. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 50, Conqueror of the Abyss. Sibling Rivalry, episode 5, 3D Snakes and Ladders. Video Specials, New Year, January 2015. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 51, Sheep G. Assassin's Creed, episode 2, Assassin's Creed 2, episode 9, The Confectionery Orchestra. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 10, Nero Smith. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 11, Goodnight Vieira Patsy Sleep Tight. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 12, Pointing for My Kingdom for My Horse. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 13, Pointing 5, Too Many Towers. And this week, we got this week, right? So we've got an extra video this week, which I'll talk about more later. Just find the list. So we have Overlord Raising Hell, episode 52, Act 1 completed. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 53, It's No Shakespeare. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 54, Dwarfio and Elfiette. I like that one. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 55, Don't Fear the Reaper. And Overlord Raising Hell, episode 56, 5 Armies, which is an insanely long episode. It's about 40 to 45 to 50 minutes long. And that's an extra video. We've also got, on the Assassin's Creed 2 side, where are we? Which folder is it in? This one. Not that one. That one. There we are. We have Assassin's Creed 2, episode 14, Shadow My Horse. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 15, Mr. Owl's Apowel. It's a bit of a mouthful. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 16, Great Assassins. And Assassin's Creed 2, episode 17, Pointing 6, Infected by Templars, because I'm ill. Right, so updates. What can we talk about the updates? Well, a few of these episodes this week or next week? It's this week. I was suffering from a cold, with the sneezing and the coughing and all that. So I expect to hear a bit of cuts in the audio, so it's not too good. You can see my voice is a little bit... It's pretty much recovered now, so I'll be fine to record tomorrow. But it's still a little bit croaky because I need a cup of tea. I think that'll make it better. It's one of those things. Oh, but it's still insanely hot, so I can't have that. But yeah, I think my voice should be sounding a bit better now. It sounds a little bit croaky now from what I can hear from my own voice. But it should be fine by now, especially tomorrow. So next week for you, we should all be fixed. But there's a few, obviously, it's not too bad, it's just the sniffles, like that. The horrible sound. I usually try and cut that out if I can. So that's what you probably hear this week. There's no coughing or anything. That was the days after I recorded. Right, what else we got? We've also, Saturday's video, which should have been up on Saturday. We did have a lot of Assassin's Creed. So I did 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. And then tomorrow I should be hopefully doing the Try Something video, which should have been up on Saturday just because we had some extra Assassin's Creed, so I just pushed it a few days forward. But we should be back to normal with that soon. I'm trying to sort of catch up and get ahead, so it'll be easier for me to do it, but we'll see how well that turns out. So far, not very well, because I was supposed to do it today. And that didn't happen. In fact, this podcast is late. I usually record that on a Sunday. It's now Monday. Late Monday. And I also mentioned about the Overlord Raising Hell episode. What one was that? It was 56? 56, I think it was, the 5 Armies one. It's obviously a longer episode, and it's an extra one. There's 5 episodes this week of Overlord. So what I'm going to do is, on Wednesday, I'm going to release 2 episodes of Overlord, and then we'll have the extra long one on Thursday, and the week after, next week, we should be able to finish Overlord. That's my goal, anyway. I get confused because I'm recording it this week. That's what I'm doing. I'm ahead of it, so I record it a little bit differently. Okay, and I've also got an Xbox 360 now. So I can do some extra other games. So one that's not really a secret. I will be doing the Fable games because I can do them. So I'll be doing them. That'll be soonish. But I can do them now because I've got an Xbox 360. It's on the bed. I'm looking at it right now. and I can play it. I haven't got any games for it at the moment, so I haven't got Fable yet. But I've got Borderlands 2, which a friend of mine wants to play with, because we need to finish it. We played it before, but then we couldn't play it because of complications. So now I've got it. I've got an Xbox now, so now we can sort of play it, over the internet instead of co-op, as in couch co-op. So now we can play it. Okay, that's pretty much it for the updates. Quite a lot of update stuff, but not too much. Topic TV. What have we watched this week? The only thing that was on this week was it's SEO Trot. It was a BBC programme based on the Roald Dahl story of the same name. It was amazing. That's all I can say. I'm not very good at reviews, as you know, but it was amazing. There was a part in it where it said that he put down his fruit in like a smiley face with the apple and orange and a banana mouth. That's something I do. So I laughed quite hard at that. And then also, what was on this week was Three Musketeers, which is a very good program. I don't say that because my judgment is wrong when it comes to stuff like that, but I really like it. Don't know if it's historically accurate. I don't think it is, but it's nice to watch. A nice, refreshing little TV show to watch. It's obviously a British drama and action, I think, as well. You could say, yes, I think you can. But no, yeah, it was obviously first started last year. I was going for a tough time, so it helped me out. So it's glad it's back. And then there was a topic this week I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember where the hell it was. I tried to remember, and I couldn't figure it out at all. So I gave up in the end, and I'm talking about a film that I watched the other day. It was Dracula Untold, which I rather enjoyed. Is it? I don't want to say Lee Evans, because I don't think it's Lee Evans. No, not Lee Evans. What's his name? He's got a name that's similar to another name. He's in The Hobbit as well. I forget his name, but he's a good actor, and he plays Dracula quite well. It's a very good story about Dracula. I really enjoyed it. But it's also part... This is the reason why I wanted to talk about it. It's part of a new thing that Paramount are doing. I think it's Paramount. They're doing Paramount Monsters, where it's a shared universe. So they're renewing The Mummy and doing it in a shared universe. And they weren't going to start with Dracula Untold, but they are now. Sorry, they're starting it with that one. So at the end scene, obviously ties into all the shared universe part, which is really good, because I'm really excited to see. I don't know how they're going to do it, because it'll be quite interesting to see, because it's quite different from what you're used to with shared universes. Like, obviously, when you say shared universes, you think of, the Avengers, or DC Comics now even. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they're going to play it along, because obviously it's a lot different from them. It's monsters and more, for lack of a better word, realistic. I know it's completely not, but it's more, to me, it's more realistic than, like the superhero films. Because it's less superhero-y, like this superhero humour or comedy, would you say? Inverted commas. It's more serious, down-to-earth-ish with monsters. I'm digging myself a big hole. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it pans out. Okay, so community now. So what have we got to talk about in the community? It's obviously Mention Monday. These are the people that have commented on last week's videos, which were Cupertino Podcast episode 22, Over the Rising Hail episodes 48 to 51, Sibling Rivalry episode 5, Video Specials New Year 2015, Assassin's Creed 2 episodes 9 to 13. Right. So we have, it seems like everyone's back off their Christmas holidays now. They're all back commenting. So we have Wisdom Cake, Fat Horse 2, Nick Pro, Mr. Atomic 98, 40k Royman, Bleeper Poop, Horia, Logan 141, Andrew York, Eli Gannon, and a Flodal Lease. Right. Okay, so we've got some new names there, I believe. Andrew York, I think he's returned. But I don't remember your name, a Flodal Lease. I hope I said that name right. Looks like a bit of a mouthful. But yeah, new names there, so welcome. Welcome everyone back from the Christmas holidays. Hope you had a good Christmas. And yeah, it's nice to see you. We've got a Bleepy Poop as well. Nice to see you back. Right. So what else have we got to do after the Mention Monday? It's the Q&A. So what questions have we got this week? Wisdom Cake has asked, have I read any Terry Pratchett books? Terry Pratchett. No, I'm thinking of Jeremy Thatcher. No. I think I have... Sort of. Are they the series of unfortunate... No, it's No Many Snickets. Do you know what? I don't think I actually do. I'll have to Google that to make sure if I do or not. I'm sure... I thought I did. Do you know what? I'm looking at some of these that they've got. Some of these books. I don't remember any of them, so maybe I don't. I don't think I do, Wisdom Cake. Okay, and Vat2 says, I have a question. Have you read or heard of the Silmarillion? Have I heard of the Silmarillion? I do, if it's one I think is. Is it the J.R.R. Tolkien one? The... one that's linked to Lord of the Rings and everything. I have not read it. I've definitely heard of it. I need to sort of read up about it some more to find out about all this, because I know there's like a ton of other books related to the Lord of the Rings as well, which are not like The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. So I'm going to try and read up on them and try and read them eventually, because obviously I do want to. My voice, wow. My voice is like deaf today. Yes, I need to try and read up about it because it's all a bit confusing to me at the moment. Like, I don't quite understand how it all fits into the lore because it's quite a big lore thing, Lord of the Rings. So I need to try and read up how they fit into it. And yes, but eventually I will try and read it. But yes, I have definitely heard of it, to answer your question. Okay, now to talk about subscribers. These are the people that subscribed in August 2013. We have 37 today, it's quite a lot. Okay, so we have Nano Freak, the Paradox Maker, Brodissi Jr., Ack Worldman 110, Jake TH19970, Tau Her, Wade Newbury, Smallest Fox, Joshny Skyman 22, Halsing 100, Mirza 011, Unforgiven Leg, Nitro X Zombies, Jimmy Jammy, Sonny Cordobra, Ibrahim Hodzik, Link Aker, Ashton Jason, Leonardo Cabrera, Zach Hoots, Abel Demo, Dragon Slayer Man 7119, Cest Kudu Tom, Foxboy Gaming, Mega Random Lols, Shane Baby 123, Cheese Rat 122, BG 41413, Shy Jia Nim, Cody 02104494, Wisdom of the Wolf 135, Hannibal 216, Anton Kabuto, Hilner Belyson, Bayern Bomerito, Spartan 10025, Terry Scott, and Oracle Nitros. Okay, so thanks for all subscribing all that far off time in August last 2 years ago. Slightly, just. And thanks to everyone else subscribed. We'll get to them eventually. We're just getting through there. And I'm sorry if I mucked up your names. And you might not, if you're on this list but you're not subscribed, it's because you haven't subscribed. Because this is just a list of everyone who has subscribed in the entirety of subscribing times. Sort of. Until I started the list. Not in the entirety of times. Okay, and this week we also have some questions. So let me just scroll down. No, I don't. Go scrolling up. So we have a question from Nick. No, we haven't. The question was... Different questions. The question was... Would you help me out with my videos if I needed help? Nick Pro says, of course, I would help out. You're my favourite YouTuber. Mr. Dominic98 says, please... Of course, I would help. And Bleeper Poop says, I'll help you with your videos. So yeah, thank you very much. I don't know when we're going to be sorting it all out. It's going to be sometime this year we're going to try and sort it all out. But yeah, I will call upon you when the time arisen. I will raise the banners when I need you, so to speak. Alright, and this week's question was going to be, do you want me to use, what weapon do you want me to use in Overlord to kill the final boss? Although, Horia did say that the mould weapons aren't very good. They're always weak. They're always weaker than upgraded Arcanium weapons, so we're going to stick with the axe. So the next question, this week's question is, I've recently got into some Greek and Roman films. Well, I say recently got into, I've got into them before, but I've sort of watched them again, like trying to find new ones and watching them. Probably related to the conversation Eli Gannon was having with Nick Pro, I think, where they're talking about the Roman gods from Assassin's Creed 2, or the statues at least. So I wanted to know if you have any good films about that topic, like Roman or Greek films. If you have any good ideas about films about them. I know I watched Troy, but I've seen that quite before. That's quite a good one. What was it I watched the other day? That was Dracula Untold. That's got nothing to do with that. I did that new Hercules with... Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger? No, it's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, that's it. Which I don't think it's going to be very good, but I think it's going to be like a version... like similar to The Scorpion King, maybe, where it's not quite... You know, it's definitely a Dwayne The Rock Johnson film, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm going to watch that. But I also want to try out The Eagle as well, where it's about the lost legion that was in Scotland, I think it was. So I'm going to try and check that out. I think that's good. But I don't know if anybody else has any ideas about what to check out, just let me know. Okay, and birthdays this week, we have Beth. So happy birthday, Beth. Okay, many happy returns. And what else? I need to ask about everyone else that had birthdays. Yes, anybody that's got a birthday this year, let me know what it is. I'll add it to the book. I've added a few over from last year, but I think I missed a few because I can't quite see any in the book that I thought I said, but I didn't. So if you have a birthday, let me know what it is, and I'll write it in. Just to make sure, if you have said it before, say it again, just so I know. So I can double check. I know a few of them, towards the end of last year, I've got your birthdays in. But some of you, they don't appear to be there, which I thought I did, but oh well. And that's this week done. My voice is definitely going. It's I don't know what's wrong with it. Hopefully it'll be better back to normal in the morning. I think it's just cup of tea wasn't ready. But it's... the voice is going. Not very good. But that's this week done. I'm going to try some video tomorrow if I can. What was it going to be about? It's going to be a video that's going to lead the way. And then the other one that should be out on the weekend is going to be... I haven't got a clue. It's going to be something about a biscuit or a cookie, depending on what you call it. And it's not really something to do with purple cookies. Not really. Not in the way you think about it, anyway. Okay, but that's it. So I'm going to try and finish this cup of tea now, just to finish it off. And I will say goodbye and see you later. And sorry about my voice. Bye.